Hi everyone, this is Dov Hershkovitz. I'm here with Sanjun Park, and this is a 16.8 pipeline authoring kickoff video. So we'll start with the goals of the milestones. As you most of you are probably aware, in 16.7 we are about to announce the beta release of the CI/CD catalog, and with that we have many follow-up items that we need to continue working toward improving the overall experience of the catalog. So the first thing is we would like to improve the UI in the catalog details page. Primarily, there are some CSS on the README that are not rendering correctly in the details page. And it will be super important to have all the README reflected accurately, so users will be able to easily consume and understand what is the details of each component. Secondly, is would like to implement your resource tab in the index page. With a growing number of components that we are going to add to the catalog, we'd like to introduce some sort of a paid feature. So users will be able to easily find components in their CI/CD catalog. And we have some designs here. As you can see, we are going to add this Your Resource tab, which will be a more focused view toward which will group all the components that you in your organization, that are more relevant to you and your organization. Next thing is to add a component tab to the detail page. This will allow the user a better visibility to the component information. And you can see the designs here. Basically, we are going to add this component tab, and this component will include a link to the deep link to the components that are nested underneath the project. As a reminder, a project can host one or more components, and in the component tab, we'll have a detailed information for each individual component, meaning where does it located, how can you use it, and what are the inputs parameter. And as we'll continue to grow, there will be like more information like outputs, and additional metadata that is relevant to the component. We are going to add it to the components tab. In addition, we would like to move inputs to GA by fixing one critical bug regarding the input interpolation with variables. And lastly, toward the end of the milestone, we are planning to run a Think Big session on the CI/CD catalog, where obviously everyone is invited, and I'm going to share the details later on in some Slack channels. But basically, we would like to brainstorm a bit about what is next for the CI/CD catalog. Primarily, we would like to see if we can generalize the entire user flow of the catalog. So basically, the catalog will become a catalog of more things besides components and in the future steps. So in case users would like to add to the catalog anything that is related to their development work stream or work cycle. And this will be a part of the Think Big session, and hopefully from that we'll have additional implementation issue that we'll continue to work on. With that, I'm going to pass it along to Sanjun. Sanjun is going to talk about the scope of work for UX in 16.8. Take it away, Sanjun.
Yep. Thanks. So let me share my screen. So as Dov mentioned, like for the UX, the scope of the work for the 16.8 milestone is mostly about planning correctly for the Think Big session, inviting all project team members, and we will brainstorm together. And I think it would be really great if we kind of formulate the vision for the CI/CD catalog, 1-year vision, and for the longer term, like 3-year vision. And once we come up with certain set of user journey, the next goal would be working on a CI/CD catalog design sprint. So it should be like dependent on the outcome of the Think Big session. But once we come up with something and we can do a catalog design sprint that is mix of sync session and also asynchronous collaboration all together. And mostly I'll spend some time on planning correctly in 16.8 so that probably in all these 16.9 we can work on something with the design deliverable in this design sprint. So that's the plan. And there are some smaller issues that we still want to touch on is about like having a good error message, and it's mostly about like small usability enhancements so that user can easily notice like what's going wrong here correctly. And the other smaller issues would be working on an illustration for the CI/CD catalog, which could be very generic. But for now, in our CI/CD catalog, we just use without illustration and it just show the text. So it would be a nice user experience enhancement if we have our own branded illustration. So that would be one planning issue for this milestone. So yeah, that's it for me. Do you have anything to add?
No, I think we can wrap this recording. Thanks everyone as always, and I hope that this recording was useful. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to ping me, Sanjun, or ping the team at our Slack channel. Thanks and bye-bye.
Thanks.